Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. It's been 3 long weeks here at SRA.
Welcome back to the best racing in North America, home of the SRA GT3 Team Series. 60 minutes of action-packed door-to-door racing, 6 divisions, 6 different championships on the line. Let's get ready for some action tonight.
An incident turn. We have Boardman at a yellow. Looks like he's dropping down positions there. The chicane has a bunch of cars are coming through.
Byron's going to take a dive in the Lexus.
Johnson looking to go down the inside of Maxwell.
And we're off and away for SRA.
Good evening, ladies and germs. Welcome to round 7 of season 7, division 2 of the GT3 Team Series Sim Racing Alliance. I'm your resident sleeper, Jess Osborne, And I'm joined today by Fazli Majid. Welcome.
Thank you. Hi, I'm happy to be here. This is my first time commentating for SRA. Looking forward to the race.
It's gonna be a fun one. If last night was anything to judge by, I think hopefully we should have a little bit less chaos.
Yeah.
I'm ready to get into it, and so are these drivers. But as they're in their outlap right now, let's take a look at where we're at here in Silverstone in Northamptonshire. Northamptonshire. Do you pronounce the H? I don't know. I'm not English.
Yeah.
Ron, one of the classic circuits of all time in racing, in my opinion, Silverstone's up there, top 5.
This is one of my favorite tracks, actually. I'm not gonna say I'm the fastest around here, but it's always produces great racing. And if today's racing is anywhere as good as what we had last night in D1, should be a good one.
And before the drivers hit their hot lap, let's take a glance at the standings for the team right now. JD Daniels doing a great job of proving that just like in the economy, number go up. He's got a very comfortable lead both in the team and the driver standings for PSE Roomy McRoomface. Someone also doing really well who I hope to see some more from tonight, Brian Anderson, carrying Juiced Up Transplanetary Racing right now. He's P4 in the driver standings. Do you have any predictions on who's going to perform well tonight? And also chat, let us know who you think is going to do well.
Yeah, so I don't have any predictions, but I'm gonna say who I'm rooting for is probably gonna be Brandon Chan's my Lambro.
Hell yeah.
So, yep.
I love Brandon. And here's Eric Boardman leading the silver field out. I believe he's on his hot lap right now. Ferraris as far as the eye can see.
Yeah. What do you think the bulb's time is going to be today?
Oh, that's a good question. Probably the 58s, I have to imagine. I mean, last night in my D4 race, people were putting in 59s. I think high 58s too, if I recall. I don't know. I was so focused on pulling out time myself because I found a couple corners that I was taking totally wrong. I figured out from watching the Go Setup demo video. Turn 3 or 4, I was braking for it, then going in the right hander. Apparently, you just have to lift and coast. And I was pulling out like tints everywhere, and I was like blowing my mind. I wasn't even paying attention to anybody else.
Yeah.
Let's hop back on. We're getting our first bankers in, and not too surprising, high 59 so far.
Yep, solid banker. We'll see how fast they go. I'm expecting a low 58, maybe even 57. I don't know.
Matt Schwartz just coming across the line right now for his first hot lap, and not too shabby. 500ths off of Cody Platt right now. who is currently Baby Soda's in chat's favorite. He called it hands down Cody Platt a couple minutes ago. Who for now still has the best lap, but he's massively down on his delta at the moment. So no improvement at the moment. Not true for Paulie Hartman though, who's up 6/10 right now, more than enough to swipe that provisional pole and hold it for a bit, I think.
Yeah, we got a bunch of drivers really good deltas right now.
Torres was, but unfortunately he's invalidated his. Andrew Anderson, that beautiful Expanse theme delivery.
I love it.
Flying right now. He was 7/10, of course. The instant. No, he was 5/10. Still doing great coming into Sector 3. Oh, Valencia cracks the seal on the 58. So does Paulie Hartman with a just under the line with a 58.9, and he's still half a light year behind Valencia. He's got 6/10 to catch up. Valencia's blowing the doors off everybody else right now. Guy Manperson comes and splits the difference with 4/10 off Valencia.
So far, all Ferraris at the front.
And so far, everybody's still massively improving. 2, 3, 4, 6/10 improvements across the board right now. Everybody's finding time. Boardman coming into Sector 3 with 6/10 up. I'd put him P5 at least. Oh, we have a yellow flag. Kevin Kovac is run off the track. Let's see what happened. Oh, a little bit of snap. Lost the rear end. Just started sliding. Looks like maybe, I don't know if he was trying to maintain that slide through it and regain it or what, but wasn't happening.
Nope. Not with that entry.
Widowmaker strikes again.
Yep. So I don't think he's going to have time to do another lap here.
Certainly not.
Yeah. Anderson's going to have to hook one up here. He's got time to do one more.
Comes Paulie Hartman, improving by 6/10 up for provisional P2. Well, now Eric Boardman's off. That's certainly going to be the end of his stint. Let's see what happened here. Did he just try and go side by side with somebody?
Yeah,
is that Al Latufo? Oh, yeah, it was Kevin Kovac. What a strange incident. Now, yeah. How strange.
Yeah.
Anyway, to close out our silver, well, we're not done yet. Maybe we're gonna have some last second across the lines, but yeah, silvers are coming out with a 58 flat with German Valencia. Going up strong. Who coincidentally is our silver division championship leader, and he's P3 overall in the whole division. This dude's massively overperforming.
Definitely.
Oh, we have another one. Matt Schwartz
yellow
bailing.
flag. Yep. So Guy Manperson's up right now, on for a P2 and hook it up together.
He's kind of lost his delta.
Yeah.
Andy Speed though has got 3/10. So is Cody Platt. Andy Speed's gonna finish his lap first though. Maybe in time to start another one.
Yep, hopefully he's not held up by traffic here.
Looks like he definitely will be though. And is it 5, 4, 3? Yes, he gets one more go around it.
Yep, gets one more. Let's see how it makes it through turn 1 here.
Josh Damiani with a slight improvement. The biggest gainer right now though Torres, 4/10. Oh, he's losing it. It looked like he went in hot a little bit there. Still a bit of an improvement. Good enough for one position off Latufo. And here comes Anderson with 3/10.
Yep.
That should swipe it off of Kovac.
Yep, jumps him up one spot.
And there's Cody Platt, who's going to get the last lap for the silver division. And he's right, everybody right behind him are all the gold drivers who are chomping at the bit to get their lap in. It's Chilsey saying, Champion Motorsports Silver's looking really strong. True.
Yep, definitely. The Ferrari is still locking up the top 5 right now. Not that there's really much to pick from as yet.
And Cody Platt, yeah, has lost his improvements.
Kovac is 5/10 up now.
Flying right now.
Yeah.
One more corner, bring it home.
Might squeeze it into the top 10 here, provisionally.
Oh, and he loses about 1.5 tenths there. Not his best final corner. Still a nice improvement, though. And he gains 2 spots off Stefiak and Anderson. And now our gold drivers are going to be coming through at their banker laps. Who's leading them? Is that 255? JD Daniel. King of the hill right now.
JD Daniel coming off the back of 3 wins. I'm not wrong.
Making it look too easy. D1 Daniel, that's right.
Yeah. That's how it's looking, isn't it?
That's what the D stands for, JD1 Daniel.
Yeah, so the pole time in D1 was a 57.2. See how close the D2 can get. Silvers, if the Silvers got into a 58.0, so
For sure.
this will be interesting.
Etienne Pellegrini says, "Let's go, son of Anders. The Razorback is about to fly by everyone." That's right. That's right. Love that. Love this livery. For anyone unfamiliar, this is the Razorback featured in The Expanse. And in that show, it is a high-performance, super rich toy sports spaceship for racing. And it is sick. And this team has done an excellent job bringing it to life on the track.
This is probably my favorite Ferrari livery in SRA.
Oh, 100%.
Yep.
And looks like here comes our bankers. Ian Wheeler coming through with pretty respectable 59.1. JD Daniel, about the same. Same for Colin Dunham. It's fine. They're just warming up their tires. Victor Diaz with the 58.8. And Looper coming out strong immediately with a 58.2.
Yep, he's not hanging around.
Said no time to rest. Michael Louis, another strong performer, 58.8. Just in front of Victor Diaz. Brad Robinson, 58.5.
I'm hoping mostly Brad to get a result here today.
Ollie really, really happy. As he should be. Provisional P3. Very strong.
Saw that left there.
JD Daniel improving 2/10 so far. Still got a long way to go for pole. And they need to find another 9, sir. Not far behind, Ian Wheeler finding that kind of time. 5/10, looking for 6.
Yeah.
Patches says
Anderson's
that
also up.
sound like you're talking through into a fan. Once I'm not sure about that. Can you would you mind doing a mic check watching the stream, Bosley?
Yep. Mic check. 1, 2. I'm watching Wheeler flying down the straight. Here comes Diaz. He says it's better now.
Okay. Maybe just Discord things. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
Really seeing really scattered results right now as everybody's putting in probably their second flying lap. A lot of people invalidated already, clearly pushing a little too hard. Not everybody can be Looper.
Yeah, it's a little bit tricky here with how long the lap is and how little time you have. You know, you gotta balance how much you push with. You only got about basically 4 or 5 flying laps here. So.
Victor Diaz finding 4/10 right now. That would put him in the top 10. And I look at him and he loses it. Can he gain it back though? It looks like he is.
Yep, it's looking good. Wheeler and Travis also having good improvement, potentially.
2 corners to go. If he can bank this 3/10 that he's got right now, that'd put him provisionally P2.
Yeah, Brandon Chan doesn't have the time on the board just yet.
He's just started. He's got 1 lap to
Yeah.
go. Oh my goodness.
Yep.
How dramatic.
Yeah, he'll manage to squeeze one in, one more at the end.
And here comes Ian Wheeler with 2.7 improvement. Is that enough for P2? Not quite. Good enough for P3 though. Here comes Trav though with 6/10. 5. 4. He's slipping away like a fistful of sand. Victor Diaz putting in a strong lap, babbing P4.
Yeah, it's less than half a second from between the top 10 right now.
Pretty crazy. And almost the whole field just by a second and a half. It'll be even less when Colin finishes this lap. Here he comes with a 2/10 improvement. Not enough for P24, unfortunately. Slightly tightens up the pace.
Yeah. I just hope I don't give Brandon Chan the biggest commentator's curse ever in my first race.
You just gotta embrace it. It's gonna happen. It's the kind of power that you can't really control.
Okay. I'll take it. I'll roll with it.
Kind of power second only to SRA stewards. They can literally bend reality. We just kind of influence it.
Yeah. Let's see. Brandon he'll get another lap, so we'll see. Looking good here.
Not bad.
Yeah.
Not bad at all. 58.5. Exactly half a second behind German Valencia. Oh, and then
he's off. Oh no.
Pushing a little too hard. Here comes JD Daniel. Crowd favorite, improving by about 3/10 up to 58 to P12. Not the best starting spot if you want to win a race, but it'll have to do. But Brian Anderson, out of nowhere, it looks like he just snagged P2. Outstanding.
Yeah, good job there. You got the best sector 2 so far.
Here comes Archie and Sumedo. They'll be squabbling over who gets P20 or P19. And here comes Archie. And he's totally lost his gains, and it looks like he's probably not going to. That's right, still P21. Trav improves to P6.
Yeah, nice.
And here comes Colin. Like the last one across the line. Still P26.
That's a tight field.
Yeah, 0.1 second for the whole field. That is crazy. And exactly half a second to the top 12. Very tight field. And let's take a look at these drivers a little bit more up close. My beloved. The only good Ferrari. This one's not bad. Not bad.
Yeah, I like that. I like this one too.
There are way too many of them, though.
I agree.
Just like these bendy brew menaces.
Not enough Lamborghinis and Astons in here.
Out for this driver. One of my favorites on a speed shop racing.
Mm-hmm. First of the AMGs back there. Yep.
Where they belong. Travis says quali woes continue. P6 woes? You're mad about P6? You spoiled little brat. To give you a quali ban.
That was.
German says he has another 10th in the pocket, but he invalidated the lap. Oh, big words. Gotta perform now, German. And we are off on our formation lap.
Yeah, I'm curious to see how the drivers here in D2 manage with the tires. I definitely struggled yesterday in our race. Tires went out way early in the stint, and I was just managing for the whole race. But I don't think I was alone in that. So
yeah, I was feeling it about the 40-minute mark. I was definitely feeling that rear end start to get a bit more squirrely.
I felt it on about the 15-minute mark. It was bad. So yeah, it made for some good racing though.
Ferrari shutout the first two rows. Then Porsche, then back to Ferrari. It looks like the kind of what you'd predict from the distribution of cars that there are this season across all the divisions, really.
Yeah, I was thinking there would be more Lamborghini and Aston representation up here in D2. Surprises me.
Billsy's saying that the Aston's about 5/10 down on the competition around here. That might explain why JD's so far behind.
Yeah, the Aston still struggles coming out of the slow corners, the last two turns. Ferrari's a rocket over there.
One more sector to go before we are rolling. I know exactly how anxious drivers were feeling. This kind of track, I mean, every lap one's going to be chaotic when you've got a full grid, but this track, it's immediately into the fire. Sector 1 is not anywhere you want to be side by side with anyone for any length of time.
This is probably the wildest. This track probably provides the wildest race start in the calendar. Outside of Monza, I guess.
Yeah.
But this one, Monza, you get one crazy turn, maybe a couple. This one is.
Yeah, this one's a bit
lap.
like the whole
It's
sector.
insane.
Yeah.
Yeah. You can go side by side through half a lap, easy.
And they are filing up 2 by 2. One corner to go. Back of the field's found their spots. Any moment now. And we are off and away for SRA. Brian Anderson getting a pretty decent jump on Valencia, but he's got to hang around the outside. It's going to be no good because Looper is already up his inside, and they're going to be side by side through turns 3 and 4. This might be chaos. I see in the back of the field people trading spots left and right too, but Brian Anderson hangs it around the outside and takes his spot back. And already we have chaos. This is Paulie Hartman.
Yellow flags
Kish,
back in.
oh my gosh,
Cars.
it is nuts back here. Cars stopped left and right. I'm going to have to catch the instant replay for this. From here's above Paulie Hartman. Oh, Porsche goes in the back of this Ferrari. And that can't be the only thing. It's not the only thing.
Nope, it's further back.
There was more. Something else happened there. There's literally too much chaos to handle with. This is why we have a picture-in-picture usually. But we got to get back to the action. Still people jockeying for position left and right. Because nothing is settled. It's still 2 by 2 through here. Porsche having to tackle that curb pretty much to survive through there. Still too wide on the exit. These drivers are sweating. Will it be a third?
Making a move down the inside there. Wow, pulls it off.
And Cody Platt just had an absolutely miserable lap 1. He's lost 3 positions so far. Not the biggest loser, though. That'd be Semedo losing 5 and Paulie Hartman losing 19, going all the way to the back. Big gainer from this. Colin Madiak jumping up to P19, gained 7 spots out of that chaos.
Yeah, hopefully nobody has too much damage.
We got a
coming out
dive
of that.
bombing John Archie right up the inside of Colin Dunham. That was one.
Beautiful move.
The overspeed was nuts there.
Yeah.
Oh, but it's not over. It's not over. Let's go on board.
Slot back in. Yeah. Didn't quite have to drive there.
That was a wild lap 1. Schwartz and Motufo going side by side into Sector 2. Motufo maintaining the inside. Here comes JD Daniel. wants to hang it around the outside. If he can do it, he's got the inside. The space is left. He gets the better line. Will he get the better exit? He does not. And now he's under threat from Speed and Boardman. Oh, getting a little scrappy back here. Boardman losing a bit of speed, nearly going off track, and that's lost him his position or two. If he can hang it around the outside back here. And here comes Honest Speed Shop Racing into the fight. It's nonstop from front to back, just battling here.
Great racing, great driving from
And
here.
here comes Colin too. Both HSSR drivers tucking through. Not a great lap for Andy Speed. Back up ahead though, Daniel and Latufo, they never stopped fighting, did they?
No, I don't think you will for a while in a pack like this. Coming in
And-
early for pit.
Yes, he is. That's Torres getting out of the way of this fight we were just watching. There's hardly a gap between these drivers from front to back, just two small ones.
Yeah, Brandon Chan's up to P9 right now.
Outstanding.
Start,
Outstanding. Oh, and here comes Colin Dunham up the outside of Archie. Can he hold it? It looks like he can. They come within mere inches of each other right there. Now,
And
can
Archie's
Colin
under
join him?
attack. Yep.
These Honest Speed Shop boys are sticking close to each other. Oh, Archie trying to hang it around the outside. It's kind of, depending on how you translate it, that was 3 wide for a moment.
Yep, I think it was 3 wide.
Oh, and Archie coming
About
up
4
his
here.
inside.
Oh,
Oh,
that's close.
no!
Oh no!
Colin Dunham tried to follow Archie, and he ends up getting the door closed by his own teammate.
Yep, and now he's under attack from the back too.
There's-
Speed goes around him on the outside though, so we'll see how that goes.
Oh, big send by Chris Stefiak. And
Nice
it
move.
works, but will the switchback come from Joao Tomato? It looks like it will. Or will it not? Oh, he's just got to deal with his teammate Paulie now. Oh, never mind. Cody Platt. I got to jump back up ahead. Al is still in the thick of it. Got to jump on board with this. They come across the line for another lap. Joao Tomato entering the pits. So does Brandon Chan. So he was P9. Brandon, keep that in mind when he exits.
Yep. That's the move around here. You know, if you're stuck in traffic, pit early, get your pit out of the way, try and do a massive undercut on everyone around you. So.
Yep, that's usually my default plan. Last night, though, I stayed out for quite a while because everybody just kind of got out of my way. As I jumped to Cody Platt for a moment, he was yellow flagged. I guess he just had a short off-track excursion.
Yep.
Oh, Eric Boardman getting a much better run on Latufo, but this isn't really the best corner to make use of that run, unless he thinks about it. No, tucks in behind. That would have been a really ballsy send.
Just lining up a move here. See if you send it down in the braking zone. Probably a little bit too far.
Speed and Colin Madiak nearly trading spots there. and it looks like the field is starting to thin out just a little bit. If we check back up front, German Valencia is slowly pulling a gap out of Brian Anderson, about 2 seconds so far. Ian Wheeler not far behind. He's leading a small train of cars, all vying for P3. And then after that, it's every man for himself, with one big train forming around P10, led by JD Daniel.
Yep. We'll see how Daniel gets on with this race. Wonder if it's going to click for him, or if it's having some problems here, pace-wise.
For anybody curious what the typical pace is right now, German Valencia already setting high 58s for his best, a 58.9. His last lap was a 59.5, and it looks like everybody else is doing anywhere from a low 2 to a high or to a low 201 for entry pace into this race. That'll get better, and then it'll get worse as the fuel load lessens, and then the tire life lessens.
It definitely will. Yep.
Language 10, I think that's Stahey cheering on Brandon. Where did he leave? Where is he? Where's Brandon Chan? In P20. In no perfect. Oh, look at all this space. So much room for activities. He's just gonna be hot lapping for a while. We'll check in with him later. Eric Boardman though, got a long way to go. Well, not a long way to go, just a hard way to go around Ala Tufo.
Colin in the chat asking me to say my name. My name's Fazli. They just call me Faz, so that's the easiest way, I guess. So I think a few people in SRA have said my name the right way. I don't usually correct anybody though. It's fine. Sometimes Stephanie comes on and corrects them though.
You said it, Bosley?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pretty sure you asked me before. Oh, maybe it was him back in season 3 or something.
Oh, we got a shakeup for P2. Ian Wheeler just snapped P2 off Brian Anderson. I got to catch the replay for this. So we're going to go back 30 seconds, see what happened here. So this is Brian Anderson leading right now, not getting the best exit out of there. It looks like Ian gets a bit of a run and is right on his tailpipe. Is he going to do it around the outside? He does. He just walks around the outside of him.
Yeah. Clears him before the corner.
Ferrari on Ferrari. Can't blame the car. And now Anderson is under threat already by Looper. And more to come, too.
Patches wants to know how I pronounce the word queso. For the sake of Nick San, I'm not sure what that's about.
You mean queso?
Queso?
Chili con
Let's
queso?
go with queso. Hot cheese?
Put it on a tortilla?
Yeah. I go with queso.
Oh, I gotta jump back to the field. Colin Dunham almost getting alongside Archie. Archie almost kind of running him off track, though I guess it was Colin's choice to follow him around there. Getting scrappy here.
Yeah.
Let's jump on board.
Not the
Colin's
best line.
Yeah, his
either
line's
of
getting
them.
a little scrappy, isn't it?
Yeah.
And that
It's-
might pull
it's
him
tough
under threat under
following.
Colin.
Yeah, it's tough following through the Megats and Beckets there. You never know how much to adjust for the car in front of you.
Colin's even flashing him. Some non-verbal communication there, I think, saying, hey, just let me through, buddy. We're on the same team. That or he was just being coy and saying hi to the stream. Does he know? This fight for P2 is heating up. It has now turned into a four-way battle with Ian Wheeler, Brian Anderson, C. Looper, and Travis Robinson all fighting for P2. Oh, and he tries to send it around the outside, but probably not going to work. Oh, but the space is left. Ooh. Will that compromise Brian Anderson's exit out of here? It might. Or will he close the door? He doesn't. He gets the better exit. That's what.
It's nice driving for both of them there. Very respectful.
Yes. Maintaining their lines, being predictable. And most importantly, leaving the space. With all that fighting, though, they're slowly losing Wheeler, so this is turning into a three-way fight for P3. Oh, and here comes the run from Looper. He's got to swerve around the inside for him. Or the outside, excuse me. For the same turn that he did this a lap ago. Or no, Wheeler did this a lap ago. Brian Anderson... Yeah. Reliving his nightmares right now, back to back. Is Trav Robinson going to be next?
Yeah, Ryan's slowly dropping back through the field here. I wonder if his tires are starting to go.
This is not what I was hoping to see. I want Brian Anderson on the podium.
Yeah, Travis all over him.
We briefly jump back to this fight for P13. The Honest Speed Shop boys are still attached at the hip and still eyeing down John Archie. Absolutely nose to tail back here.
So how much time do we lose here in the pit stop, you know?
I will find out. It looks like time total in the pits about 35 seconds, and average good time stops about 5 seconds. Oh, it's getting hairy here. Oh, did Colin just get a run? I believe he's got a run. Let him cook.
Oh,
he's not cooking. He's not cooking shit. That's a track cut, sir. You can't pass that way. Oh, if he sends it up the inside here, that would be the cheekiest thing in the world. He does not. Okay. Either way, this fight is really kicking up.
This is the one to watch here and here.
Oh, Chris Stefiak diving up the inside of Colin.
Wow,
and it's getting...
He's boxed in by his teammate almost.
They got nowhere to go. They're probably panicking right now. But they both have the inside.
Oh.
The Porsche's got to go the long way around, but he barges his way through to the apex. That's going to keep him in contention of this fight. And Chris Stefiak slowly losing sight of his teammate, but he does manage at least to hold on to his spot. Really tense battling going on back here.
Yeah.
But that's costing them a lot of time. A whole second and a half right there.
Yeah, I don't think
and it's not over.
Into...
Yeah, Colin couldn't take the apex right there, seeing Chris Stefiak coming up his inside. And once again, right all up in his rear view mirrors, Colin this time taking the apex, daring him to actually send it. And Colin winning that game of chicken. Wow. That's racing.
Yeah. So I was watching the times of Brandon Chan being first off those pit rather. He's actually matching the pace of our race leader. It looks like he's been maintaining that gap, so looking good for him. We'll see how it all plays out once everybody's done their pits.
Trav and Diaz going at it. Diaz getting the better of Trav. In the exit of Sector 2. I kind of want to catch the replay, but also things are tightening up back here. Andy Speed's about to get a run on Chris Stefiak. Oh, but he takes a little bit too much curb, and that exposes him to Pauly. Pauly's going to look up the inside. He's got a little bit of overlap. Yep. He's going to have to leave space. Pauly's going to have a much tighter line, though. Loses his speed.
Yeah. He pulled out of that one. I don't blame him.
Oh, Josh Damiani really cooking the brakes there. Nearly into Brian Anderson. We got to go on board to see how close these drivers are. Chilsey asking, what's the pace? Current best lap is still a 58.9 from Valencia that he set pretty early. And I'll get back to that when I'm done watching Michael Louis get up the inside of Josh Damiani. Very cleanly done in Sector 1. Anyway, our race leader, German Valencia, his last lap was a 2-minute .2. And low 2-minute flats is about what people are doing here. Are we going to witness another run?
Yeah.
Colin Dunham on Archie. Will this be the time that he finally gets it done? He's going to think about the outside this time. Plenty of overlap.
I think the move around here is definitely around the outside. You get the inside for the next corner. Stick it around there.
He went too tight of a line, though. He didn't carry enough speed to maintain that overlap.
Yeah, we'll see if he sends it up here in the braking. Nope.
But we got to jump ahead. Louis and Anderson side by side, and Louis flies up Anderson's inside in the entrance to Sector 3.
Yeah.
We have a 3.
Anderson's gonna watch out here. He's lost the momentum, so.
Oh, and he's got a car up his inside now.
No.
There goes Josh Damiani. They get a little door banging there. And they're going to exit side by side.
Schwartz waiting in the back. Race is falling away from Anderson here.
Pauly Hartman, for a moment, looks like he's about to get a run on speed. May still yet? Not quite. Will Colin Dunham ever be able to get around Archie? He's the brick wall right now of this group. Oh, and Pauly Hartman yellow flagged again. No, what happened? Sector 1. He's lost it and he's into the sand. Let's see why.
Into maggots.
Oh.
Bounces off the curb there, does he?
Yeah, he tried to set up too wide. Bottomed out, lost control. That is brutal. Yeah. Didn't even make it to the turn. Dunham up the inside of Archie. This might be the end of this fight. Archie's got no choice but to tuck in behind. Maybe hope for a switchback?
Yep. Let's see if he gets a good run onto the next corner here. I don't think so.
Not good enough. He's going to be patting himself on the back after that, finally getting that done. Now Colin's got to do the same. Or maybe pit? Will any of these drivers be pitting up ahead right now?
Yeah, we'll see because Travis Robinson and Victor Diaz were the only guys in the top 10 who were still lapping in the 59s. Travis Robinson just caught up to Looper now, I guess.
And our leaders do not pit. How about this train? No, sir. Oh, here comes JD Daniel, our current championship leader. We are quickly approaching our halfway point for this race, and most of our drivers still staying out. Ollie Hartman entering the pits. I'm sure he's got some damage or to repair or some tires to cool down or something. He definitely needs a reset. Looper, though, finding some time on Wheeler. Sticking his nose up the inside. Trying to hang it around the outside, but it's not working. And Trav Robinson gets the inside of him on the exit. And they're still side by side, though. I think Trav's going to get the better of this one, though.
Yep.
Unless he sends it too hot, he's running way wide. He's lucky to keep it off the grass there. Losing all of his speed, and Looper's going to strike right back. Holding the inside for the next line. That was an eventful couple of corners for the both of them.
Yeah, Travis probably, felt good about the first corner and then immediately lost it. So we'll see how he can set back up again. Looks like he has a good run here.
How do you take this final corner? Do you V it out, or do you hug the inside curbing the whole way through?
I V it out. I go really deep. I take the entry of the corner really tight.
Early.
I go in deep and then I V it and get on full throttle really early.
Okay. I've kind of been taking it as like a really long round corner, and I think it wasn't ideal.
Yeah, I think that would be the best way to do it if someone behind you, so it doesn't give them a chance to sneak up the inside. But I think it's not the fastest way around. I don't think there's that much of a difference though. Either way.
I spent a lot of time fretting about it last night. I was second guessing myself every lap.
Yeah, I wouldn't change. I wouldn't change what I'm doing in the middle of a race, thinking I'm trying to go faster.
But Trav Robinson gaining up on Looper again.
Yeah, further back we've also got Boardman on the Tupo.
Yeah, I'll have to check in on that in a moment. Hey, Colin,
Daniel
thank
also,
you. What are you saying about
Daniel
JD?
Also, right out of his pits, he's got a Taurus behind him right now.
Yes, he does. We'll have to keep an eye out, see if Torres can close that gap up. Oh, I see massively swinging Delta appear with Archie and Madiak. No surprises here. Guys still going at it. Currently our closest fight on track. And turning into a three-way battle with Chris Stefiak reeling him in. This has got to be happening because Archie's got to be driving so defensively with Colin breathing down his neck. Oh, here comes the run, maybe? He's got the slip at least.
Splashing him, yep.
Oh, he breaks way later than Archie there. Maybe somewhere he can strike next lap?
Yeah, I don't think turn 1 is ever really a good place to make a move anyway. Even if you do make a move, you've lost so much time. If you're a second car in a 3-car battle, I think that's the worst place to be in. There's so much risk.
True. True. You'll be immediately under threat if anything goes wrong. In the slightest.
Yeah, whenever I've got 2 cars behind me, which is quite a lot, with my wide body AMGs last season and the wide body Lambo this season. All I do is just back up that second car and get the other 2 cars behind to fight each other, and then I'm just cruising off.
Yep. Drive away into the sunset.
Yep.
Kind of what happened for me last night. Like, I didn't have to do anything. I didn't have to think. I didn't have to pass anybody or anything. I just survived. Waited for people in front of me to pit. Defended a little bit behind me and just drove away from everybody.
Yeah. I think I had I had an eventful lap 1, and I had a really nice battle towards the end. A couple of other guys, but and then unfortunate drive. We won't talk about that.
Oh, what's this? Colin Madiak going really deep. That's going to expose him to Chris Stefiak right now, who's not able to hold around his outside.
Yeah, Colin takes a nice defensive line there.
Up ahead, Travis Robinson electing to dive into the pits. Where was he? I think it was P4.
Yes, he was behind Looper. Looper is right now still behind Wheeler. So.
See where he comes out and racing to Chan. I expect him to be in front. Here he comes, done with his stop, leaving. That's Chan on the straight coming behind. He's a few seconds behind, a whole corner behind. So yeah, Trav takes P17.
But if once all the pits are done and Trav's gonna effectively come back up to P4, and Brandon's only 5 seconds behind him, it's a lot of time that he made up from the early pits.
Something I'm glad to see. No drive-thrus yet. Nobody's done an oopsie. No speeding in pits. No track cuts. Well, not 3 of them at least so far. Wonder if they'll be able to maintain that. Otherwise, Torres has in fact reeled in JD Daniel. It was about a 6 cents delta, and now he's reeled it into 2. On the hunt.
Yeah, we've also got a close fight there for between P5 and 7. Oh, Archie gets past. Oh, Dunham's in the pits. Okay.
Yeah. Back up ahead, our current leaders right now, P2 Wheeler, fending off Looper with a stick, just their gap swinging between 3 and 5 tenths. Wheeler's got to be sweating. Look at Looper driving the car real hard, daring to get a track warning right there. And there's our first drive-through for Andy Speed. That's got to be for track cuts because it's not for a pit violation. He hasn't pit yet. Cody Platt's going to be really happy to see that. Yeah, sorry, I had to jinx it by saying something. Not 2 minutes later it happened.
Yeah, I think we only had 2, maybe 3 drive-throughs last night in the D1 race. So
Not bad at
far
all.
fewer than I expected. Yeah. The most of the field still lapping in the mid 2 minutes. Pretty stable there. Everybody's kind of just holding position. Andy Speed's in the pits right now, serving his drive-through, I suppose.
Wheeler getting ever closer, or Looper getting ever closer to Wheeler. Will they? Won't they? Will they?
So far, Valencia seems to be having a nice, quiet race. Probably exactly what he wanted.
Yeah, he's
All
just
the
been
actions behind him.
consistently knocking out 2-minute laps, having fun, slowly gapping Wheeler, not worrying about a thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, and if this doesn't solidify his Silver Division P1, I don't know what will.
I think if he wants to solidify his silver division, he's got to drop back a little bit.
Yeah, if he keeps this up, he might get promoted right at the end of the season, just to spite him.
Yeah.
That's what I would do.
Yeah, Looper's in the pits right now, so we'll see what Wheeler can do.
And here comes Looper. Where's he gonna exit? Behind Trav? Will he be fighting Brandon? Looks like not. Brandon's a whole turn behind.
So if he comes up behind Trav was behind him before he went to the pits, right?
I don't recall.
Yeah.
I remember Trav was P4. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, Looper was P3, I think. Yeah, looks like Trav definitely won out on that strategy.
Yeah. And Brandon's only 2 seconds behind Looper. So if Looper was fighting for P2, Brandon's in it right now.
Colin trying to get the later apex, sweeping for a better run. Doesn't quite find it. Well, that AMG just has so much torque exiting that corner. Colin
Yeah,
can't
if I
find
was
the
Colin,
exit.
I'd dive into the pits and try for an undercut right now.
Billsy saying Robinson might win this race, calling it now. Not
Yeah,
impossible.
Robinson's having good pace right now, yeah.
His best lap is not quite as fast as German's best lap, but he is lapping typically as fast, if not faster. So it's in the cards, but he's got to keep his head down and bang these perfect laps out. The only way. Because that's what German's doing. He's cool as a cucumber right now. 2-minute 0.5 like a machine every lap.
Yeah, Trav's doing 59, so low 2 minutes though, so.
On the backfield, Colin Dunham just got a spot on Chris Stefiak.
I think Stefiak just came out of the pits. Yep. So Stefiak came out of the pits about less than a minute ago.
Okay. Schwartz dives into the pits.
It's a yellow
Archie
flag
spun
from
around
Archie.
the wrong way. Oh no, with Colin Madiak driving into his door. What happened? Catch the replay right now. Here's Archie in the braking zone. Here comes. Oh, yay. Totally missed his braking spot. Cody Platt did. Or, no, wait.
Madiak, was that?
Yeah, Colin Madiak, sorry.
Yeah.
Ouch. Not the best night for HSSR. But stumbling, finding a couple roadblocks and stumbling towards the end.
So they both opt to stay out and keep going.
Oh, what's
Travis
this?
Caught them. Yeah.
JD's under attack. He's reeled in Schwartz, but in the meantime, Torres is still right on his tailpipe. If anything happens, things could go south for him.
So,
Go ahead.
I was gonna Travis Robinson, Madiak, and Platt are real tight right now.
Oh, Schwartz going a bit wide. Now he's side by side with JD Daniel. And Daniel wins out, driving around the outside of him.
Yeah. At the same time, Robinson makes it past Madiak. He's right behind Platt right now. It's probably crucial for Robinson's race if he's going to be fighting for the lead, even to clear these cars right now.
Yeah, Trav needs... Well, fortunately, it's just one car right now. If he gets around Platt, it's pretty much clear air. And here he goes, sends it around the outside, finds some overlap, but he's not going to find an exit that way. Maybe in the last corner? No.
Yeah. It's probably going to set him up for the end of the straight. Stowe, is it? I don't know the names here.
Me neither.
Got Torres and Schwartz in the back. Really close. And Looper now is trying to make a move for Madiak.
Oh,
Looks
and
like
he
he just
does.
makes it there side by side. Yep.
Around the outside. Yeah, it's the third or fourth time we've
Yeah.
seen that move happen tonight. They're side by side in the braking zone.
Yep.
Can Looper hang it around the outside? Because that'll give him the inside for the next one, and he does. Base is given on both sides. And they get just
See if he
about
gets to
equal
drive out.
exits, but the inside line's going to be better for Looper here. Colin's not giving up, though.
Yep.
Oh, and they
Nice
still
driving.
leave space. Perfect side-by-side driving through turn 1. And Colin Matiak takes that extra speed and covers the
Tries to
inside.
Get around. Oh.
Ooh, Robinson
Wow,
really
that's-
checking up on Cody Platt. And this is now turned into a 4-way fight. Oh, and no!
no.
Cody Platt not getting the best line out of there. And he gets bulldozed by Robinson.
Yeah, I think Robinson also gets a small push from Mediak as they go through there.
That was nuts. Let's actually catch the replay for that. And I catch it, sorry, right at the moment of impact. Not ideal. I pressed it sooner. But yeah, I think
Yeah,
you're
Brandon-
right. I think
yeah.
Colin was under pressure to keep going fast because he had a Ferrari right behind him.
Yeah, he did not have a chance to wait. And Brandon.
And here
right
he
now is
comes.
looking to pick up the pieces. So
The Looper and Matiak are not even on the same lap. Matiak has yet to pit. The Looper does not want any part of this. He probably wants to be
Oh,
done with
no.
it, and he gets to the right, as I was saying earlier,
That
into the
was-
tailpipe of Colin.
a great save there from Colin.
Oh, here comes Brandon Chan.
Yep. Brandon's looking to just slide right past all this mess.
Oh, but he
He
doesn't.
gets in his own mess.
Temporary lawn mowing services. So what is Looper going to do? What can he do other than pass Colin? What is Colin going to do and why? These mysteries and more will be solved in the last quarter of round 7. And Colin looks like he elects to stay out. No, sorry, this isn't the start finish straight. One more sector to go. Will he stay out or not?
Yeah. If I was Colin's teammate, I'd ask him to stay out and hold everybody up as much as he can.
Diabolical. The pack's really starting to spread out now. Only about half the field has pit, but the only 2 fights right now that are within 1 second is P6 Brian Anderson on P7 Damiani, and they just switched because Damiani enters the pits. That fight's over for the moment, and Looper trying to reel in Matiak, right, or really get around Colin Matiak, because again, like I said, they're not even on the same lap. And final corner now. What's Colin gonna do? He's gonna pit, much to Looper's delight. Javier saying Foz commentating. The GOAT is commentating. Let's go! That's right. That's right. Nothing but the best talent here at SRA.
Yeah.
And me.
We had Javier and I. We had awesome racing last night for several laps at the end there. He got me, but you know I'm fine with that.
Oh, we got a 3-way fight brewing here between Damiani, Daniel, Torres. Damiani under pressure. Here comes Torres trying to sit around the outside like we've seen so many times before, and he gets a
Yep,
way better line
that's
around
it.
it. So now he just has to send it through the inside, but he doesn't. He gets way too wide on the exit.
Yep, he had to twitch there.
Oh, but he sends it
up the
anyway.
inside on the braking.
The space was
That's
left.
deep. Nice line, got it.
Damiani might be striking back on the exit, though. Either way, that was a beautiful move by Torres. Really confident sending it through there.
Whoa. Do you brake through that corner?
I typically do, but I did learn last night that I do not have to.
Okay.
That was one of the 2
I
corners
usually
where I was
don't-
experimenting and finding time after seeing
Yeah, I
the go
usually
setup.
don't. It's always off-putting when I'm following somebody and they do.
Yeah, you never know what they're going to do. It was making me second
Yeah.
guess myself during the race, following anybody. Is like, do I brake or not? Like, do I need to? And I'd end up braking and checking up the guy behind me. It was so stressful.
Yeah. gap from Travis, who's the first of the leader out of everybody's pit to the leaders. About the race leader Valencia is 40 seconds right now, just under 40 seconds. Be interesting to see
That might be the
how
magic
this all
number.
plays out. Yeah.
Yeah, Trav's definitely done everything he needs to do. Still hasn't set the best lap, stealing it from Valencia or anything, but he's like a robot. 2-minute flat, setting great times.
Yeah. I think he's been solidly pumping in really good times.
Brian Anderson has found the rear end of Louis. They were both fighting for P3 and P4, I think, earlier in the race. Still up there, not quite finding the podium, unfortunately. And Louis into the pits. He should come out somewhere around Looper, right?
That's what I expect, but we'll see. Boardman's in the pits too.
So here comes Looper around the last corner. Louis should be leaving his
Yeah.
box any second now.
I think Looper is
He's been
easily
stopped
gonna
for a
clear him at this
while.
point.
I don't think he quite nailed his pit stop, and he's about to be passed.
Yeah.
First by Trav and now by Looper. Yep. And Brandon Chan. Louis was stopped only for 5 seconds. It was a fine stop. He just didn't have the best stint. Javier asking what went wrong with Anderson. He was P2 if he's not wrong. I think you're right. And he did have a minor scrap earlier in the race. Lost a couple spots, I think.
Yeah, there was a sequence of a couple of laps where, like, a whole train of cars, like, once he lost momentum and a bunch of cars just kind of...
That's right. He got eaten up by a train.
Yeah.
My memory
He had
is
no
Swiss
chance to get
cheese.
back on this line. Yeah. But Brian's having good pace now, though.
JD Daniel trying to latch onto the back of Michael Louis, who exited the pits just up ahead of him, just within reach. Dahy, can you not rub the salt in the wound? Paulie has had one of the most disastrous seasons I've ever seen. Please lay off. Not enough.
Yeah. That was unlucky. He had a Ferrari things happen to him on the curb. Sorry if I'm a bit distracted. Stephanie's sitting next to me in the D7 race, and I'm glancing over occasionally.
How's she doing?
It's doing good. It's P11
Excellent.
in a track that she absolutely hates.
Archie into the pits. Oh, Schwartz getting alongside Josh Damiani in the exit of Sector 1. And they're still trading spots there, neck and neck. I do believe Damiani's going to win this one. We've seen this episode before. If he can just get that power down for the better exit, he's got the inside.
Yep, but that inside quickly turns to the outside in a couple of seconds here.
And yet Schwartz holds it, and he gets the new inside, and he gets the spot right back. Oh, and what's it? Did Josh Damiani just lose control of his car? What happened here? Let's go his POV. So he loses the spot, has to tuck in behind. Oh, no, he did what I did in the practice race. That disappearing sausage curb, you don't see it when you're following somebody, depending on the line you take. And he eats it. Wow. But he's right back in the thick of it, battling Torres. Trying to regain that lost ground.
The Wheeler's in the pits right now.
And leaving
Wheeler
now.
and, yeah.
JD Daniel has now found the back of Louis. Fireworks going to be starting soon. But before that happens, why don't I say a huge thank you to our SRA sponsors and title sponsors for supporting us here at SRA, as well as support from Documise, a modern business solution for product management. Go to documise.com to learn more today. And support from Retro Saga, a North American-based gaming company that provides accessories for your favorite classic gaming systems, including Nintendo, Sega, PlayStation, and much more. Enhance your retro gaming experience today at retrosaga.ca. And a big thank you to our affiliates, Track Racer. Experience redefined gaming with Track Racer's high-quality sim rigs and accessories. Use code SRATE to not lose the rear end in this fight for the championship right now. JD Daniel losing the rear end in the braking zone, and Michael Louis not too happy about it in this scrap, flashing his lights. And now because of it, he's about to lose the spot to Torres. They are side by side going into the entrance to Sector 3. And for one more lap, it looks like JD will hold on to his spot. That got hectic for a moment there. That looks like it might end in disaster. And that's not the kind of racing that you're going to get if you use Armamentario, a toolbox for ACC that will enhance your chance to win. Enjoy a fully customizable and enhanced HUD to change the way you experience ACC. And to-go setups. Premium esports setups for everybody, even idiots like me. Use our affiliate link in our Discord and take your drive to the next level. Not a bad segue, am I right?
No, that was beautiful. Top 4 cars are all in the pits right now. Pit window's about to close. Wheeler, who was running in P2 before he pit, came out 1 second in front of Robinson. So we'll see how tight this is. So Valencia should be good. Yeah, he's out of the pits right now, right?
Yes, he is. Free and clear, never saw a Seoul easiest race of his life.
Yep. And
here comes Anderson.
Up to P3 right now.
Ryan Anderson leaves the pits into P10 right behind this train of cars fighting for P7. And with that, it looks like everybody has pit.
Yep.
Just in time. In the backfield, Joao Semedo just took a spot off Al Latufo. Let's go a bit further back. Archie and Stefiak, these two have not been able to shake each other.
No, Archie's had an eventful race. I think he's been fighting for an hour.
On this four-way is heating up front. For a moment, it was 3/10 between these drivers. I think with just 2 laps left to go, these guys know time's ticking down. It's time to make a move.
Vincent's closing up on Wheeler for P2 right now. I think Wheeler made a small mistake. And that's the race leader just up there ahead of them, 2 seconds ahead of them. So 1 lap to go.
Gap to the leader, 8 seconds, the top 6 drivers. This might be the closest finish up, like distribution up top we've seen in a number of races, I gotta say. I gotta jump back here, 2/10 separating JD and Louis. I think JD's probably been sizing him up this whole stint. If anything's gonna happen, it's now. And here it comes. He gets a way better run. He's probably going to try and send it up the outside and then the inside. We're about to see 2 side-by-side corners here. Here it comes. And he's through. Space is left on both
Nicely done.
sides. And that's going to compromise Louis enough that Torres might be in the thick of it now. Oh, the door is slammed shut, and here comes Brian Anderson. Torres compromised so much.
See if we can send it around the outside here.
Yeah, if he can stand on the brakes, he might be able to do it. Oh, and he can't. Doesn't have enough turn in. And that might be the end of that battle.
Yep. There's a battle for the final podium position here. Robinson's trying to get P2, but Looper is trying to take P3 off of him. A few more corners to go.
That's Valencia up ahead. P1 only by 2 seconds.
Yeah, I don't think that's Robinson's in his mind right now.
Nope, he's got to hold on to P3. He's got Looper all over him. Looper on the inside, or the outside, excuse me. He's going to try and hold it, and he does. And he's got the apex for the next corner.
So
For the final corner.
Travis got to squeeze him. Travis got to hold him tight. Nope, he's losing it. Nice driving from Looper.
On the last corner, P3 by Looper. He's got to be so excited after that. And that's it. That's our top 3, or top 4. Also coming across the line, Diaz and Chan. Excellent performance from both of them. Quietly having their own race. JD Daniel salvaging a P7. And wow, that's got to be one of the more exciting races we've had this season.
Yep.
And before we forget who even won, let's get some of these podium finishes for both divisions in here. So for gold, it's Wheeler, Looper, and unless anybody's left, Robinson. And for silver, it's Valencia, Torres, and Schwartz. And if you give us just a moment, we will get these drivers in here to get a chat from them and their perspective on the race. Just gotta find them. Schwartz was one of them, right? P3 silver?
Yes.
Get him in here. Hey, Schwartz. P3 for silver. That was, well, we know it was a pretty exciting race for you. We saw a bunch of it on stream. You want to tell us about it?
Yeah, it was a good start. I kind of jumped a lot of positions at the beginning with not a lot of work. And then I was just kind of catching, I think it was Damiani and Louis for like a bunch of the middle stint. I tried to undercut them. And I had Daniel coming out of the pits, but I just couldn't spot my braking points on those couple out laps, getting the car back warmed up for race speed, and lost some time there. Had a nice battle with Damiani late. Looked like he tried to cut that one turn onto the Hamilton straight and then just bin the car. So that was a bummer. That would have been a nice battle to end. But solid P11. I'll take it with the season I'm having in this 992.
Oh, yeah. Can I ask, were you expecting to have a good race tonight?
I had no idea what to expect. The practice race went well. Car felt like I had some pace. I had a really good battle in like the midfield with some of the D1 guys. So, and then when I started getting on practice for tonight, I was running like 201s on my quali fuel. No idea where the lap time went, and we're just like, we're just gonna roll the dice. And see how it goes, and it ended up working out for me.
Not too shabby at all.
Yeah.
Anybody you want to shout out before you go?
No. It's been a lot of fun. Looking forward to getting in a new car next year, though.
All right. Oh, and one last question for you. How you feeling about next week?
Next week at Valencia, the track's super fun, very technical. A lot of people will be very new to them, so we'll probably see a lot of unknowns with strategy and a lot of uncharacteristic mistakes you usually don't see in D1 and D2. So it should be an interesting race to watch.
Sure, there'll be a bit more variance in performance.
For sure.
All right. Well, looking forward to it. I hope you have a equally good race next week as this one. See you next time.
Thanks, guys, so much. See ya.
All right, who's next? See Josh Damien. Nope. How about we get Brian Anderson in here? Wasn't he P3 for gold? Did I get that right?
Brian Anderson, Robinson. There's Wheeler, Looper, and Robinson
Ah,
for gold. Yeah.
I can't find Trav. He hiding? Oh, there he is. I'm gonna yoink him.
Right
Hey
now.
Trav, you're on stream. Congratulations, man. That was one crazy race for you, wasn't it?
Yes. Yeah, that was a super sweaty race. I'm drenched head to toe right now. It was a fun race though. I had a great time.
So, what was the plan, and did things go according to it?
The plan definitely did not go according to wait. Yeah, the race definitely did not go according to plan today. I completely botched my qualifying lap, which no surprise, I keep doing that this season. I was running a 57.9 up until the final corner, and then I just dipped my rear tire into the gravel on the exit, and thus dropped like 4/10. So that was a little sad, but
It happens.
oh well.
Were you
Hey,
feeling good
Travis.
coming into this race, or coming into quali at least?
Yeah, I was feeling pretty good for quali. I wasn't feeling too hot for the race. I decided to go with a pretty safe setup to try and hold on to the tires for as long as possible, but I knew my like lap to lap time was quite a bit slower, particularly in the early stages. So I as soon as I realized that I was starting to get bogged down and people's tires were falling off in front of me, I made the call to jump into the pit, but in hindsight, I don't know if that was the right call because I ended up getting stuck in a ton of traffic. So
Yeah, we saw that.
oh well.
Well, before we let you go, do you have anybody you want to shout out?
Man, I'll just always shout out my Hoonigan Racing team, man. They're good teammates. It's fun driving with them in D2 this season. Pretty stoked for Vic picking up another D5 or P5. Like that guy's the most consistent driver on the grid right now.
Yeah,
So
he didn't have a bad race himself.
yeah, he had a really good race too. So yeah, love driving with my teammates. They're a fun group of kids. So on to next week.
All right, glad to hear it, and good luck to all of y'all next time. See you.
Yeah, cheers. Thank you.
Good job, Travis.
Thanks, Pass.
All right, and who'd you say was next?
We've got Looper, who is P2, and
Yes,
Wheeler.
Looper.
Yep.
I see Wheeler. Do you? Like we're getting Wheeler. Moment. Hey, Ian.
Hello.
Hey, good race, man. How you feeling?
Well, thank you very much. I am feeling sweaty.
You're not the only one, believe it.
Yeah, seems to be the theme this week.
Yeah, I had to pull out some defensive maneuvers. I got to shout out to Robinson and Looper. They both had better pace than me, and I just capitalized on some mistakes that they made in the first few laps, and then just tried to make my Ferrari as wide as possible.
Well, it definitely worked. You had a great race.
Thank you. Yeah, I honestly was just shooting for top 10. It hasn't been a great season for me. Pretty inconsistent. I had a terrible Watkins Glen, great start to it, third at Paul Ricard, and then I've just been middle of the pack ever since. But today was a lot of fun, and it feels really good to be here right now.
Glad to hear it, man. Glad to hear you're having fun. And yeah, this definitely is going to do wonders for your drivers standing championships. You're before I think the race, this race's points are applied to your P11.
That is
you're
correct.
very close to P10, P9, P8, P7. So I think we're about to see that flip on its head. I think you just entered the top 10.
Oh, beautiful! I love to hear it.
And how are you
It's
feeling to close out the season? You feeling strong for next week?
Honestly, I have not driven a single lap on Valencia, so I'm really excited to go in with a fresh set of eyes and give it my all. I've had I've not been able to practice as often as I would like, but I'm going to try to set aside more time for this week so I can really get used to the track and come out swinging. And I always shoot for a top 10 and always try to have fun. That's my primary goal. Otherwise, I can get burnt out from this hobby pretty quickly if I try too hard.
Yep.
But
I can
but
definitely
apparently,
get that.
whatever I am doing is working. So
Yeah,
gonna
keep it up, man. And yeah, unsurprised in the last driver we were speaking with, we were just musing that there might be 2 drivers ago. We were musing there's going to be quite a bit of variance in the driver's performance because not everybody has a whole lot of experience around here. So yeah, people won't be reaching their potential. I think it'll be pretty exciting. I hope you get some fruitful practice to meet yours and stay in that top 10.
Well, thank you very much. I appreciate it.
Anybody you want to shout out before you go?
Shout out to my teammate Cody Platt. He had a rough race.
Yes, he did.
Shout out to the rest of Champion Motorsports. And again, I want to say good, hard racing from Brian Anderson, Looper, and Robinson. They all put in good, clean fights, and I appreciate that. So thank you.
Awesome. Thanks for sharing, man.
All right.
Awesome driving. Congratulations.
Thank you very much. You gentlemen have a great night.
You too. All right. Who's next on the list?
And we got Valencia.
Yeah, let's find him. Let's get him. German Valencia.
And also Torres. Yeah.
Hey, German. Congratulations, man. Nice win. You made it look easy.
That was certainly not easy. Like the gold drivers that really kept me on my toes. It was they were keeping me honest all the way through. It was hard to manage the gap, so I didn't cook my tires trying to overdrive the car. And even though I kind of managed that at the start, running away from Brian, it was pretty hard. The middle of the stint felt really bad. My top tons felt real hard. So I was really just benefiting from a lot of fighting back then. Just could run away.
Yeah, you are right. It did only look like you were making it look, because after everybody had pit, they were not very far behind you. So yeah, definitely they're keeping you honest. What are you expecting to win tonight?
I kind of, because from the Monday race, the practice race, I did not get a good result, but I did get a good time on the board for the pole, for quali. And the first stint before the pit stops, I was really fast. So I knew I just had to practice more race pace. And that was it. Even though I still think my race pace was my weakness tonight, because I could not predict a few things, how the car behaved with tire drag. But otherwise, that was pretty good. Pretty good. I met all my expectations. Let's just say that.
Awesome. And on the subject of how the car felt, I have to ask, do you use Go setups?
No.
Oh.
Not for this specific occasion.
That'd have been a great plug,
I do prefer one of their competitors, which I'm not gonna name. I don't recall if the league is sponsored by them.
Probably not.
Yeah, but I usually run the setups that Javier Marquez configures for me. They're really good. That guy's just pure magic.
I see.
Yeah, my team lead is amazing. I dedicate this win to him, this Grand Chelem, because I got pole and I led every lap and I won.
Hell yeah.
Yep. You did an amazing job. I want to ask, how confident were you coming into the pits that you would come out still ahead? Because we were looking at some of the early pitters and they had a really good pace, looking good for the undercut.
I was not super confident, because I think that's one of my weakest spots, actually nailing the braking point for the pit stop and nailing the braking so I don't get, my car doesn't move, right? So I think I still need to work a lot on that, but I was kind of confident because I still had like 4 seconds to second. I really had to screw it up to lose that advantage, and hopefully, thankfully I did not. So mildly confident, but yeah, thankfully things turned out well.
Yes, they did. And I hope you have equally good luck next week. Thanks for showing up and putting on such a good show. And thank you, Javier, for showing so much love for German. You got your biggest fan in chat right now.
Yeah, Javier's amazing. I dedicate this win to him, to all the effort and all the help he's given me. And yeah, all the tough love he gives me, because he really can be a a bit overbearing sometimes. Like, just don't drive bad, dude. Come on.
No,
That kind of deal.
I love Javier. He's a great guy. I've had lots of great races with him. Just had one last night as well.
Heck yeah. Those to make it a lot more races like that then.
All right. Thanks again. Best of luck to you next time. See you then.
Thank you for having me. And yeah, good luck to me in my track, Valencia.
Yeah,
That's
no
right.
excuses there. So,
No excuses. Bye, folks. Thank you for having me.
yep.
See you then.
Congratulations. See ya.
All right. Who's next?
Taurus. I don't know if he's in there, but
I'm not
Taurus
seeing
is
him.
P2 in silver. No, I think we've got everyone. Yep.
All righty. In that case, that's it from me. Do you have anything you want to share before we close?
I just want to say thank you for having me here. It's my first time commentating an SRA. I hope I wasn't too quiet. I hope you didn't hear Stephanie in the background yelling something. I'm not so sure what happened in her race, but
Not at all.
yeah.
Yeah, thank
Okay.
you for joining us, man.
Yeah.
It was fun.
Yep. I love you, Jess. So
Thanks, man. Appreciate you.
happy to be here with you. Yep.
All right, and with that, that's going to close our round 7. Be sure to tune in Tuesday next week for the season finale for Divisions 1, 4, and 5. They will be broadcasted concurrently on Twitch, YouTube, and YouTube as usual. And same time next week for this race. I'm certainly excited to perform for on Tuesday, but watching it too on Wednesday. Man, I'm always so conflicted towards the end of the season. On one hand, I want to break, but on the other hand, I'm having so much fun, and I don't want the season to end because I want to end. I want to earn more points, end up higher. Not happy with how I'm finishing, but every story's got to come to a close, just like this stream. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. We will see you next time.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. It's been 3 long weeks here at SRA.
Welcome back to the best racing in North America, home of the SRA GT3 Team Series. 60 minutes of action-packed door-to-door racing, 6 divisions, 6 different championships on the line. Let's get ready for some action tonight.
An incident. Turn. We have Boardman at a yellow. Looks like he's dropping down positions there on the chicane as a bunch of cars are coming through.
Byron's going to take a dive in the Lexus.
Johnson looking to go down the inside of Maxwell.
And we're off and away for SRA.